Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to VGC Regulation E, where today, as you can probably already tell, I'm bringing you a Showdown Salt style video with this Snorlax team, this very, very funny Snorlax team. We're going to try our best to not wake up my wife today. She is still asleep. She works very late into the night, and she deserves all the rest she can get. So yeah, today I'm bringing you the Snorlax team. If you didn't know, Custap Berry got added back to the game in the DLC. It wasn't in the game before, but now it's in the game again, which is very, very cool. It's a very funny berry. If you don't know what Custap Berry does, normally when the Pokemon holding it is at 25 or less percent HP, it basically gives them the Quick Claw effect on the next turn. So like, it'll show the message at the beginning of the turn that you're going to act faster than normal, and you will move first in your priority bracket. It doesn't give you any increased priority. You just move first in whatever priority bracket you're already in. So, like, if you use a priority move, you'll move first in that priority bracket. If you use a regular move, you move first in, like, the 0 priority bracket. It's a very interesting, like, mechanic. It's very cool. Really, the only Pokemon that can take advantage of it super well is Snorlax, and that's because it has Gluttony. I guess there are other Pokemon that have Gluttony that could do it too, but Snorlax is usually the best candidate. And if you don't know what Gluttony does, it says that you eat your berries basically in half as much time. So instead of at 25%, we're going to eat our Custap Berry at 50%. And this is a very cool strategy in Sword and Shield, because you could belly drum and get the Custap Berry and like use self-destruct. Now, Snorlax doesn't learn self-destruct anymore, but that's okay because Rock Slide and Earthquake are just as good because there's no Dynamax. But you could like Gigantamax your Snorlax, and the effect of Snorlax's Gigantamax attack would let you get the berry back so you could move first way more often. Obviously we can't do that right now, but we can do some other things. So we're running Belly Drum, Rock Slide, Recycle, Earthquake, no Protect on this set, but there's no space for it. We don't need it. Snorlax is a thick boy, okay? You can see we're barely running any attack investment. We're really just running like defense, and Snorlax's special defense is already really high. And then the HP number is to make sure that we have an even number so that we get our Custap Berry proc every time we belly drum. You can do a lot of really cool things with this. You can, since we're running Recycle, if you think your opponent's going to double protect because they know what's up, you can just Recycle on that turn and Custap Berry again the next turn, which means this is a very unique strategy that can probably work in open team sheets pretty decently if you're really good at it. I didn't play any of these matches in open. Actually, I might have played some of these matches in open team sheet. I've just been kind of accepting it when people offer it up because I do have to get some of that tournament prep up. Oh, there's a best of 3 ladder now, if you didn't know. But yeah, anyway, you can Recycle on the turn that people go for Protect or like switch in Ghost types or what, or I guess Ghost types don't matter. You can you can Recycle on the Protect turn, get your Custap Berry back so you have it again the next turn, and I think that's really neat. And then the Recycle is actually boosted, so like you'll get it off first. We're running Terra Fairy because really the only type that we're scared of is Fighting type, though there are a lot of Dark type Pokemon that'll get stuff up. So like if you think they're gonna go for a Fighting type attack, you just Terra Fairy and you eat it. You just eat it. Like it's kind of crazy. Other stuff running on this team, we are running Sinistra. This is really cool just for like Tea Room. It's pretty standard on like Tea Room stuff. I didn't bring it in any of the battles in this video, but it was pretty cool when I needed it. Pheasantipity. Oh, I mean, I guess if you don't know what Sinistra does, its ability Hospitality says that the partner gets 25% HP back when it switches in, which is very nice for like belly drum strats. Pheasantipity's here. I don't know. This Pokemon probably has to get switched out for something else. I don't know what it needs to be. I barely ever brought this Pokemon. It's very cool when you need it, but it just doesn't fit on this team specifically, if that makes sense. You know, obviously there's probably a better place for it, not on this team, but it was cool because like a lot of our mons are really bulky, so we can like get poison and stall out with the matcha stuff. Flamigo, obviously, it's our pal Flamigo. I'm just running max attack, max speed, focus sash. It really was all we needed for this because Snorlax is obviously really slow. So if you get a faster Pokemon out to threaten, then Snorlax can get recycles off and stuff like that, and that's very neat. If you don't know what Flamigo does somehow, if you're not a long-time viewer of this channel, I use Flamigo like every week. Basically, CoStar says that when Flamigo hits the field, it copies its partner's stat changes, which is very, very cool because we're running Belly Drum. Flamigo got dual wing beat in the DLC, which is so cool. On Sash sets, it's way better than Brave Bird. The only downside being that dual wing beat can miss, so obviously you're running that risk. Last set here, we got a whole Armarouge and DD core. And DD comes to basically every game, whether you want to set up Trick Room or just go for Psychic Spam or do Snorlax stuff. Honestly, Psy Spam's kind of great right now. A lot of people like to clown on Psy Spam, like, oh, it's a best of one strategy, but like, I think this is the best format for Psy Spam since Series 1 because people just aren't running as many things that are immune to Psy Spam. I don't know. There's no like Tinglu running around. Chi-Yu isn't on every team. Like Chien-Pao kind of is, but Chien-Pao is weak to Armor Cannon at least, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's been really fun. I am running Psychic on the NDD just because I felt like the coverage was fine, like for the same reasons that Psy Spam's really good. This NDD just like lives most of the time. Obviously it gets knocked out a bunch in this thing, but like if it lives, you can on the same turn that you go for the Custap Berry like Rock Slide or whatever, you can set up Trick Room and then you don't need to worry about recycling because now Snorlax is the slowest mon on the field, which is very, very funny. And then Armarouge just comes in here running Ability Shield for one reason, and that is because Fire Ogerpon exists. If you don't know, it has Mold Breaker, and that basically ignores abilities when it attacks. So it will ignore Flash Fire and hit you with the +1 Ivy Cudgel in the sun anyway. So like we can tear it at grass and we have our ability shield, which means that they can't ignore our ability, and that's really cool. Pretty standard stuff on the Armarouge, honestly. Trick Room again, Expanding Force, Armor Cannon, nothing too crazy there. But yeah, that's the team. I think it's a very fun team. I had a lot of fun with this team. I peaked at like, I think I almost hit 1500 with this team on the best of one ladder, which is pretty high for something this stupid. But yeah, as always guys, if you like this video, leave me a big fat like, leave me a comment, tell me what you want to see in the future, tell me what you think about Snorlax. Do you want a rental of this team? I will beat Ogre Ousting and Shiny Hunt the Munchlax with 0 speed. If people want this team, I'll do it. And we'll have Snorlax the Crafty, and it's going to fit this team very well. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, especially if you make it to the end of the video. This video is probably going to be not as long as usual, maybe like 15 minutes, a little bit less than that, but you should still subscribe. Be an AndyLa fan today. And with that, everybody, let's get on with the rest of the video.
Get over here!
Oh! Thank you.
Get over here! Get over here! Splish!
Ooh, piece of candy.
Hooray!
Get over here!
Thank you.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Hooray!
Get over here!
Thank you.
Splish!
Ooh, piece of candy.
Splish! Splish!
Hooray!
Fluttermane, 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 Fluttermane. Making big reads in my flutter brain. Eevee's giving me flutter gains. Play it on rain, call it flutter rain. Get what you run a flutter train. Boss so smooth like a buttermane. Fluttermane, Fluttermane, Fluttermane. Fluttermane, 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 Fluttermane. Making big reads in my flutter brain. Eevee's giving me flutter gains. Play it on rain, call it flutter